Good morning, everybody. We are underway with day 2 of Nationals. This is the final men's heat squad 6. And this one that they're going to be doing is a repeat from one of our regionals in Utah just a couple months ago. And here they go. They are off. Let's first get to know who is in each lane. First, we have Jacob Horton getting over the rig. Tanner Starnes. James Morris, best outfit of the day. Adding a little bit of flair like he's on family vacation. And Anthony Madonia. 250 pounds in that sandbag. But let's take a look at what is on tap for this entire event. Stage number 1. This is going to be the first one of the day for men's elite. It is called OOF, and the way that it is going to work is they start with the fitness portion. So 250 pounds in that sandbag. They got to get it up and over and accumulate that movement with rope climbs. They can do any order that they want for this one. And it's a little bit of athlete's choice. So what I mean by that is they need to get 4 of those bags up and over and complete 3 rope climbs before they can advance to the firing line. So really a total of 7 reps between the 2 movements. If you don't have rope climbs, you can sub 1 rope climb for 5 burpees over the rig. That's something that we've seen some of the athletes already start to do. And keeping in mind, this is a 15-minute time cap. We've only had a handful of athletes finish this, and that was similar to what we saw in Utah when at one of our regional events when the elites took this one on. For the firing sequence, 12 shots with your rifle, then 12 shots with the pistol. The rifle is always going to be from the barricade. Safety check, made sure you cleared to the front. And then for the pistol, you have to find support at the top of the barricade. And each of the 3 90-degree ports. So that will also help us if you're just tuning in, not watching from the beginning, to see what route they are on. Total of 4. One round in. Both will make their way back to their rig. Jacob on your right, Tanner on the left. Your first 2 back to their bags. Tanner now 1 rep ahead of Jacob, but Jacob's going to decide to do 1 sandbag over the rig and then go right to his rope climbs. So that's what I'm talking about when each athlete's going to do a slightly different strategy. And if you had watched any of our coverage from yesterday, compounding fatigue, that's something that we spoke about. They already had sandbag work. They had 175-pound sandbags that they had to move through at the end of the day, on top of a 6-mile ruck run that ended with a 60-pound bag for the final 2 miles. So hopefully they did what they needed to do to recover and get ready for today. Took care of their bodies, their lower back, a lot of hinging. James is now just Tanner is now a couple of reps ahead of Jacob. And Tanner now moving to the firing line for his second round. Jacob still getting to work with the sandbag. Another difficulty about this stage that we see in some of the other stages too is right before he started moving forward to the firing line, he grabbed his magazines. For some stages, they allow you to keep those magazines on your body, but on other ones, they make you grab them just to add another element, because you'll see some athletes in different stages, they will forget the magazines and have to run all the way back, and those seconds can be super costly. So for the first round, we saw him shooting over the top of it on the right side of the barricade. Now he's going through the center. Jacob now joining him to start his second firing sequence with his rifle. As Tanner now moves to the pistol, he'll go right over the top. Tanner now done, moving his way into his third of 4 rounds. We'll check in with one of the judges to see where we are with the time in just a moment. But what great technique, the way that he gets it right to his hip pocket, pops it over. This weight, 250, doesn't seem like any struggle for him. Gets it nice and high. Some of the other athletes we watch that if this weight is a little bit too heavy for them, they'll kind of have to wiggle it from their hip to his chest. You'll see, pops it right up, gets it on top of the rig. And he chose to do all 4, one after another, and then he'll go through his 3 rope climbs. Jacob now getting his fitness portion done. Starting, I think, with rope climbs. Tanner just 1 rep to go.
See you later, buddy.
He'll grab his magazines and make his way back to the firing line to complete his 3rd round. So now that he has to go through the middle port there, you'll notice he's sitting all the way on the ground. So that is just knowing body awareness and also practicing and figuring out what is the best position for what level you're at. It's going to be different for taller athletes, smaller athletes, and also if you think of hip mobility, knee mobility, all of that is going to play a part in deciding what is the most comfortable and stable position once you have to get into these weird things that might not be supernatural if you're new to the sport and new to figuring out how to maneuver your body around an element like this, implement like this. Great, sends the slide forward, he's clear. Now we'll move on to his pistol, 12 shots.
Clear. I don't want to get yelled at.
Great, and just another reminder from his judge, our clearing procedure. So when you are clear, you will drop the mag, you will send the slide forward, you will put your hands up in the air before you turn around and break that 180 plane so that the judge knows you're clear, so we know that you're safe and everybody is moving safe. Two of the most important things here, being safe and being on time. There's also a safety brief every single morning, allowing people to ask questions, make sure that everybody is on the same page for all of these stages. We have about 230 athletes competing today. That's 50 athletes more than we had at Nationals last year. So something that's really cool to see as the sport grows, more people hear about it, hopefully watch some videos like this. This is Tanner's last round. Can I get a time check? Time?
Time 12:15.
12:15. We're looking at a 15-minute time cap. So I think that he should be pretty good to finish this under the cap. Last two, I believe his judge just said he has 2 rope climbs left. So finishing up, I think we only have had, out of the 25 elite men, between 4 to 5 that have finished this. And when I looked at his paper, his shots, at least for his pistol, looked pretty good.
Minutes left, man.
There we go. And you saw he started to move forward, thought about it, realized he had to grab his magazines. So he'll probably have about 90 seconds by the time that he gets to his barricade to get both his pistol and rifle done. Tanner Starnes is the athlete we're following that looks to at least win the fitness part of this heat. So before we saw that he was sitting down, now for the final one, we will get into that prone or laying down position. At least from experience for myself, I would say this is the most stable position for most athletes. The only thing that you kind of have to keep in mind is how that plate carrier is pushing on your chest, and sometimes can potentially affect getting that nice deep breath while your heart rate is up.
Hands up, hit that finish line. Go, 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 go.
14:32. Can you report that for me?
14:32, so just under 30 seconds to spare. But one of our only athletes. in the men's elite that was able to finish that one up.
There you go. Nice.
Get over. Get over.
Keep going. You're almost done. Let's go. You're done. Drop it. Drop it.
Can you say Tom?
Yep, that's time. Nice work, guys. Hey, Tanner.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
What a way to start the day.
Yeah.
That sandbag looks no problem for you.
It's just form, honestly, form.
What's your background?
Maybe a little bit, but I was using my hips. What's my background?
Yeah, your background, I'm sorry. But yeah, does your back hurt too?
I thought you said it was my background. Yeah, mostly CrossFit, strongman. So I love this stuff, but I just gotta watch my pace because it'll affect my shooting.
Are you somebody that tends to go out too hot and needs to then get your heart rate down?
I get too into the fitness, and I gotta work on my shooting. So I try to pace really well, but I'm just learning. Shooting's new for me, so it's fun. It's a cool experience.
How long have you been doing TAC games for?
This will be my 4th event. So I did a team event, 2 individuals, and then lucked out and barely made it here.
And then you got the bid for nationals.
There we go.
How has the experience been so far? I know that we're not even at the halfway point yet, but being with some of the elite men, a very competitive field, what has that been like?
Oh, everybody's so helpful. And it's crazy, you have different backgrounds here. You have people that don't have a lot of fitness, but they're crushing it because their shooting's well. And then you got guys like me that can fitness pretty good, but their shooting is subpar. So it's cool. It's a learning experience.
Your pistol back there looked good from what I could see.
I'll take it. I'm slow in my breathing, so it's getting better. That's what I'm here for, to get better.
Well, congratulations. You finished under the time cap. I think you were one of maybe 5 or 6 athletes to do that.
Cool. Awesome.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
We'll see how the shooting goes.
Yeah, let's keep it up.
But good luck the rest of the weekend. It's a great day to be out here on the range. We have so much more to show you throughout the day. We are going to take a break from stage 1. We have a couple of other stages that we're going to be showing you today, and also some other divisions, as well as we're going to catch up with our vendors. I think we have about 40 vendors that are out here today at the Texas Shooting Academy Day 2 Tactical Games Nationals. We'll see you guys on the next video.